What's good, elevators? It's your boy Elevation here with another episode of the JBP Elevated, where we speak on the Joe Budden podcast and all of his co-hosts on and off the pod. Alright guys, I genuinely don't know what's going on anymore. I don't know. I would think this is an experiment, but too many things were said and done on this pod to show me why it was removed from everywhere else except Patreon. And I don't even know if it hasn't been removed from Patreon. I'm afraid to click the back button from the video on Patreon because it might be deleted too. But so much has happened in this episode, and I'm only 2 hours in. I still have an hour left to complete, but so much has happened on this episode. The way that they covered that Kevin Lau situation, I get it, guys. I'm a man myself. We gotta defend men. We're getting wrongly accused for everything. But when presenting the case, we can't hop on the victim's backside. We cannot do that, man. And your broadcast, your platform is way too big for you to be having slip-ups like this. I get it when you were initially starting and you were talking crazy, no bleeps, everything was uncensored, unfiltered. You could get shit off like this. But now that you are seen and held in the light that you are seen and held in, you have to present the story and then save the jokes for later, man. I'm sorry. I get it. Because even if you're right, in hindsight, this is always going to be a bad look. But that isn't the main reason I think this episode was removed, guys. Just going to be honest. It's getting really, really, really bad for Mel. It's getting really bad. And this is speaking from a place of concern. Like, I'm starting to worry about Mel and her mental up here. Because how much of this can you take? Let's reverse roles real quick. Let's place Ice in the position that Mel is in currently and see how long they're able to get these same jokes off. Let's put Ish in the same position. Let's put Flip in the same position. It's getting really bad. And the emphasis on all of this is Mark. Mark has been vitriolic in his approach to Mel as of late. And I know she has caught notice to it because every time he shoots or fires at her direction, she's like, well, damn. Like, nigga, where is this coming from? But guys, we can speak to this. There's a reason that Dr. Melissa Val made her appearance on the night show the other night. There's a reason for that. There's a reason when Flip was breaking it down at the basketball game, Mark and Mel were like, shut the fuck up. That was the face that they were making. There's a reason for all of this. If Mel and Miss Dr. Melissa Val are ever in the same room, fists might fly. Because now Mark, like I said, he's the emphasis on all of this. It's one thing when everybody in the room dog piles on Mel, and she has the thickest skin in the game because no one else could take this, not even Joe. Everyone dog piling on her is cool. But Mark was there initially defending her. Y'all gotta stop doing this. It can't be that bad. Woo-de-woo. But now he's the leader of the dog pile, and he shoots relentlessly in her direction. Now, like I said, now I'm concerned about your mental, Mel. And I see you're doing everything possible to get your shit off the ground, but you're gonna have to put more boots to the ground if you really want to segue your way the fuck out of the JBP, because this shit is getting annoying. But anyway, they removed the episode from everywhere except Patreon, apparently. And normally I would say this is a play, this is an experiment, because I had already said like 2 weeks ago, anticipate audio only drops, anticipate removing episodes from the free tier, 1 a week. This could be the start of that, and I should be patting myself on the back, but too much was happening in a negative light on this episode for this to be seen as a Joe Budden episode. Because even Parks is chiming in. Even Parks is letting his jokes fly on Melissa. I'm like, hold on, man. Hold on, dog. Hold on. Because I'm reading the comments, and they're right. Everybody that's saying this shit in the comments is right. I agree with you. When Mona's in here, y'all don't do this stupid shit. When Ash was in here, y'all didn't do this stupid shit. When A-Marie was here, good God, it was the polar opposite of what I'm seeing when Melissa's here. It's easy because all of us in the audience constantly poke and prod at Melissa and say she's trash, she doesn't belong here, when is she getting fired? But we never look at the other side of these things. No one else that's sitting up there could take any of this or any of the vitriolic shots thrown in their direction like Mel has to take. And I don't even know if she's able to take them because she's smiling and she's carrying this ditzy moniker. People associate that with her for real. She's able to play it off with a laugh. But 10, 15, 20 years later, which is why I brought up the first topic that I brought up, when they come out with the accusations, everybody's going to be incredulous, but all they're going to have to do is go back to the video play. Look at how you are treated. No one goes to work to get treated like this. No one. And everybody's coming on me like, man, why are you trying to stick up for Melissa? Do you have a crush on her? Yes, she's beautiful. We can get that out the way. No, I don't have a fucking crush on her. I am just a human being, and it's hard for me to sit here and watch somebody day in and day out constantly get berated. I can't stand for that. That's why you see me champion for Imani so much, because it happens to him. The precedent that they're setting is that niggas that we deem weaker than us and women, we're going to treat like shit. Because everyone else up there receives a certain amount of decorum and respect that these two do not receive. So I think it's very telling that another episode was released, at least the first one that, or removed, not released. At least the first one that was removed was a Patreon episode. This is not. So like I said, I'm afraid to push the back button on my Patreon player because it might not be there again. And that's trash if he didn't give us any type of a heads up. Hey, this is going to be a paywall episode only, because normally that happens, or it happened with the Drake. We kind of knew it was going to happen when that Drake shit was hitting its peak. But other than that, why is the main pod behind the paywall only? And because I normally click on the Apple Podcast before I go to the Patreon. I just go to the Patreon so I can get the visuals for the video. But I'm on Apple and it's saying the newest release was 4 days ago. So I'm like, okay. And Joe Budden just himself, he commented on the video that I just posted yesterday. So I know he's active. So I'm like, all right, maybe it's just a late drop. But then I get on Patreon and I see hundreds of comments already. I'm like, oh, hold on. And Mark, I got on you for how you getting on Melissa, but best believe there's a whole nother video for you, because now people are going to start turning their backs to you, and I'm about to start pointing out the reasons why. It's already circulating on the JBTV as to why, but anyway, this shit is getting ridiculous. Shout out to Joe, because that was a big deal. I told my brother, I told my mom, I was like, hey mom, it's different when you getting shouted out in his space than when he comes to your space and lets it known his presence is here. There's a difference. So if people are wondering why I'm tripping out on him commenting on the page, when do you see Joe Budden comment and validate anybody else's page like this? That's a big deal. So you would think I'd be on his jock strap right now. But it's like, come on, dog. And I just said I'm going to release 2 videos a day, and you're giving me the drama that I need to drop 3. Shout out to the comment. I seen it. Yes, I might up it to 3. I ain't going to hold you. But this is ridiculous, dog. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it when shit start getting rocky 4 or 5 months from now, and I'm the only one championing for Melissa. I don't want to fucking hear it, because this shit is getting ridiculous. Place any of the niggas in her position and see if they fold or see if they stand tall like she has to do. It's not, she don't even have the option of folding or not, because every time she folds, we make a big deal out of that. Because she did not want it to be brought up that she had her OnlyFans on sale. She's going to do what she has to fucking do. And no, I did not purchase it. I just saw it mentioned in the JBTV community, so I knew about it. But that's a big deal for her. She's clearly trying to fund her way the fuck out of here. She's trying to do some shit. And we're thinking that she's trying to just go on trips and shit. No, nigga, no. She's trying to figure out her independence in a way that she never has before. But once it actually happens, because she keeps speaking on it, and Melissa, please tell me you watch this video like the other knuckleheads do. Please tell me this. You have to continue speaking with that same confidence and belief in yourself that it's going to happen. Otherwise, it will not. So, yes, I'm going to champion you on saying it's going to happen. Y'all are going to be looking fucking stupid because you're actually putting in the work. And don't let Flip clown on you for your Gracie Award like I did initially, until people put me in my place and told me what it was. Because, nigga, you had your own show outside of this shit, and no one speaks of it. No one even brings up improv too. No one. And you'll claim that it's not going in the direction that you wanted it to. Okay. And we see the type of content that you're pushing on your Patreon, Flip. So be careful of who you're making fun of. But anyway, like I said, I got a whole video dedicated to Mark and the fuck ups he's doing. And I might be a little visceral in that one, so I'll make sure I put the tag on it if it's needed. But I appreciate all the support. Y'all stay tuned, man. Y'all keep running it up, dog. I don't even know how to feel, man. Shit is humbling, sincerely. But I appreciate all the support. Like the video if you like the video. Subscribe to the page if you haven't. If you have, you already know what it is with us. I'll see y'all a little later today. Peace.